This video covers the best time to visit, how to get there, where to stay, top 10 attractions, and pro tips. Some places in Sarasota are nice to visit, but a few experiences here can completely change how you see Florida's Gulf Coast. And if you don't choose the right spots, it's actually pretty easy to miss what makes this city special. And in today's video, we're counting down the top 10 things to do in Sarasota, from world-class beaches to cultural landmarks and hidden local favorites. Whether you're planning a relaxing beach trip or a more active getaway, this guide will help you make better choices and get the most out of your time here. So let's get started. If you want the best weather without intense heat, November to April is the sweet spot. Warm, sunny, and much more comfortable for exploring. If you're planning to visit multiple areas like beaches and downtown, renting a car makes a big difference since things are a bit spread out. Downtown Sarasota is perfect for restaurants and walkability. But if your priority is the beach, staying closer to Siesta Key or Lido Key will save you a lot of time. If you're looking for a calm and visually refreshing way to start your Sarasota trip, Selby Botanical Gardens is one of the easiest places to ease into the city. Located right along Sarasota Bay, this garden focuses on tropical plants, orchids, and shaded pathways that create a peaceful, almost quiet atmosphere. What makes it stand out is the combination of nature and waterfront views. As you walk through the garden, you'll constantly get glimpses of the bay, boats passing by, and open sky, which makes the whole experience feel more open than a typical botanical garden. This works especially well for couples, solo travelers, or anyone who prefers a slower pace start before heading into busier attractions. It's also a great midday break if you want to step away from the heat for a bit. The only downside is that it's not a full-day activity, so it's best paired with nearby downtown Sarasota to make the most of your time. If you're in the mood for something more lively and social, Armands Circle is one of the most popular areas in Sarasota, and for good reason. This beautifully designed circular district is packed with boutique shops, restaurants, dessert spots, and shaded walkways that make it easy to spend a few relaxed hours here. What makes it different is how walkable and compact everything is. You can grab coffee, browse local stores, sit down for a meal, and then head to the beach just minutes away, all without needing to drive around much. It's especially great for couples or anyone who enjoys a mix of shopping and dining without feeling rushed. The atmosphere becomes even better in the evening when the lights come on and the whole area feels more vibrant. The only thing to keep in mind is that it can get crowded during weekends and peak tourist season, so visiting earlier in the day usually feels more comfortable. If you want a beach that feels more relaxed but still delivers that classic Florida experience, Lido Key Beach is a great choice. Compared to Siesta Key, it's typically less crowded, which means more space to spread out and a quieter environment overall. The sand here is still soft and clean, the water is calm, and the shoreline is wide enough for long walks, especially during the early morning or late afternoon. It's one of those beaches where you can actually unwind without constantly dealing with large crowds or noise. This works best for couples, solo travelers, or anyone who prefers a more peaceful beach day instead of a busy, energetic atmosphere. One downside is that there are fewer facilities and dining options directly on the beach compared to bigger spots. So it's a good idea to plan ahead if you're staying for a while. If you want to see a completely different side of Florida beyond beaches, this is where things get interesting. Myakka River State Park is one of the oldest and largest state parks in Florida, and it feels wild, open, and far removed from the typical tourist spots. Here, you'll find large wetlands, walking trails, observation towers, and even airboat tours where you can spot alligators, birds, and other wildlife in their natural habitat. It's not polished or built up, and that's exactly what makes it special. This is a great choice if you enjoy nature, photography, or just want a break from the beach scene. It's especially good in the morning when the weather is cooler and wildlife is more active. The only downside is the heat and humidity during warmer months, so going early or later in the day makes a big difference. Now, for something completely different, the Ringling Museum offers one of the most unique cultural experiences in Florida. This isn't just a museum. It's a full estate that includes art galleries, historic buildings, gardens, and even a circus museum. The main art museum features European paintings and sculptures, while the surrounding grounds give you waterfront views, palm-lined walkways, and a peaceful atmosphere to explore at your own pace. What makes this place stand out is how much variety it offers in one visit. You're not just walking through rooms. You're moving between different experiences, which keeps it engaging. It's ideal for anyone interested in art, history, or architecture. The only thing to keep in mind is that it can take a few hours to fully explore, so it's better to plan ahead rather than rushing through it. If you're looking for something more interactive and memorable, kayaking through the Mangrove tunnels is one of the most unique experiences in Sarasota. You paddle through narrow, shaded waterways where the trees form natural tunnels above you, creating a quiet and almost hidden environment. As you move through the water, you might see fish, birds, and even manatees depending on the season. It's calm, peaceful, and feels completely different from the open beaches nearby. This is perfect for couples, small groups, or anyone who enjoys light adventure without needing advanced skills. Most tours are beginner-friendly, so you don't need prior experience. One thing to consider is that timing matters. Going during high tide makes the experience much easier and more enjoyable. For a more local and creative experience, Towles Court gives you a glimpse into Sarasota's artistic side. This small, colorful neighborhood is filled with galleries, studios, and unique spaces where local artists display their work. What makes it special is how intimate it feels. Unlike large museums, here you can walk through quiet streets, meet artists, and see a wide range of artwork, from paintings to sculptures, all in one compact area. It's a great stop if you enjoy discovering hidden spots that most tourists overlook. It also works well as a short visit between bigger attractions. The only downside is that it's not always busy, so the experience can depend on timing. Some studios may be closed depending on the day. And honestly, this is where Sarasota really starts to stand out because the top 3 experiences are on a completely different level, especially number 1. If you want a place where you can combine beach time with food, shopping, and a lively atmosphere, Siesta Key Village is one of the best areas to explore. Located just steps from Siesta Beach, this small but energetic district is filled with casual restaurants, bars, live music spots, and local shops. What makes it different is how easy everything feels. You can spend the day at the beach, walk over for lunch, come back again in the evening, and the whole area still feels active and welcoming. This works especially well for groups, couples, or anyone who enjoys a social vibe after a beach day. The only downside is that parking can be tricky, especially during peak hours, so arriving earlier or using rideshare makes things much easier. Now, if you're looking for something visually unique and a bit more memorable, the Dizon or Ringling Estate Mansion is one of the most impressive spots in Sarasota. This historic waterfront mansion was once the home of circus owner John Ringling, and it's designed in a Venetian-style architecture that immediately stands out. Inside, you'll find detailed rooms, antique furnishings, and large windows overlooking Sarasota Bay, giving the entire place a grand, almost cinematic feel. Outside, the terrace views of the water are just as impressive, especially during sunset. This is perfect for anyone interested in architecture, history, or photography. The only thing to consider is that access to the interior may require a separate ticket, so planning ahead can help avoid surprises. Taking the #1 spot is Siesta Key Beach, and honestly, this is the place that defines Sarasota for most visitors. The sand here is incredibly fine and almost powdery, made of quartz that stays cool even under the sun. The beach is wide, clean, and easy to spend hours on without feeling crowded in most areas. The water is clear, shallow, and calm, making it great for swimming, relaxing, or just walking along the shoreline. What really makes it stand out is the overall experience. It's not just about the beach itself, but how comfortable and accessible everything feels. This works for almost everyone, families, couples, solo travelers, because it offers both relaxation and space to enjoy the day at your own pace. One small downside is that it can get very busy during weekends and peak seasons, so timing your visit makes a big difference. I've added some of my favorite travel essentials in the description that can make your trip a lot easier. Definitely worth a quick look. If you want a smoother experience overall, a few small decisions can make a big difference. Weekdays are noticeably better if you're trying to avoid crowds, especially for Siesta Key Beach and downtown areas. Parking near popular beaches fills up quickly, so arriving early in the day or using rideshare can save you a lot of time and frustration. If your trip is short, staying closer to where you plan to spend most of your time, either downtown or near the beach, will help you avoid unnecessary travel back and forth. And if you're planning outdoor activities like kayaking or visiting parks, earlier in the morning is usually the most comfortable time. At the end of the day, Sarasota isn't just about beaches. It's about how you experience the city. Choose the right places, and your trip feels completely different. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more travel videos just like this. Tell me in the comments, which Sarasota spot are you visiting first? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.